Today, I'll be comparing the Infinix Note 30 and the Tecno Spark 10 Pro. Now, a lot of my viewers on YouTube have been making comments asking me to compare these two phones for quite some time now. In this video, I will explain the similarity and differences between them. But the first thing I guess you need to know is their prices. Note 30 is about 120,000 naira and the Spark 10 Pro is about 110,000 naira. These prices are for their 128 gig variant. Among the many similarities between them include their battery capacity, which is 5000 mAh. They also have the same storage capacity, 128 gig variant and 256 gig variant, with 8 gig of memory expandable by another 8 gig. Both phones also support Android 13 and their display is about the same. So what really makes this phone different? Let's start with their packaging box. Opening their box, both phones comes with a flexible, transparent, protective case. The Infinix Note 30 comes with a 33-watt fast charger, while the Tecno Spark 10 Pro comes with an 18-watt charger. This is the first major difference you will find, and I guess you already know that an 18-watt charger is no match for a 33-watt fast charger. Every other accessories in the box is just the same: a USB Type-C cord, a SIM eject pin, and an earpiece. Looking at their design, they have matte finish and they look really cool. But honestly, I prefer the design of the Infinix Note 30. They have the same cutouts in the same position, same for the SIM house, power and volume buttons, charging port, audio jack and speaker. Unlike the Spark 10 Pro, the Note 30 has a second speaker at the top. Then you will also notice that the Spark 10 Pro is a little taller than the Note 30. Which of these designs do you prefer? Let me know in the comment section. And if you are not already following me here on YouTube, please hit that subscribe button and like this video. And just in case you want to buy any of these devices and you are having a hard time getting one around you, I leave a link in the description that will take you to an online store where you can make a purchase or even compare their prices. It's very safe to buy online. If you don't like the phone that is delivered to you, you can always return it and have your money back. So you have nothing to worry about. As I have mentioned earlier, their first major difference is their charger, and the charger of the Infinix Note 30 is better. Then their second major difference is their design, and again the Note 30 is also better. So what is their third major difference? It's the processor. Surprisingly, Spark 10 Pro has a better processor, Helio G88, against the Helio G85 of the Note 30. Note 30 comes from the highly popular Note series. Why should the Spark 10 Pro from a less popular series come with a better processor? I feel that it's a big deal that the Spark 10 Pro has the best processor here. I already mentioned that the Note 30 has a better charger and design, but just this one advantage of the Spark 10 Pro outweighs the two advantages of the Note 30. Because the Spark 10 Pro has a better processor, it will be slightly more stable than the Note 30 in terms of performance, speed, and gaming. Though the difference will be so little that you may not even notice when you operate both phones. Also consider that they have about the same display resolution, 1080 by 2460 pixels for the Tecno Spark 10 Pro and 1080 by 2400 for the Note 30. Spark 10 Pro has up to 90Hz refresh rate and you can easily access it from the setting, but it is not clear as to how many Hz the Note 30 has. GSM Arena said that it is 120 Hz on their website. But this user from my channel, Tech Advisor 2641, suggested that it is 60 Hz. I can't confirm information that I know nothing about, but what I can say is that both displays respond very fast. I set the display refresh rate of the Spark 10 Pro to 90 Hz, which is its maximum, and when I compared it with the Note 30, I got the same result. When I set it back to 60 Hz, the display of the Note 30 became faster and smoother. This indicates that the Note 30 may have up to 90 Hz refresh rate or more, but in conclusion, I see no difference in their display except that Spark 10 Pro has a punch-hole notch selfie camera on the display. Now, talking about their cameras, the Tecno Spark 10 Pro comes with a 50 megapixel ultra clear rear camera and a 32 megapixel selfie camera, while the Note 30 has a 64 megapixel rear camera and a 16 megapixel selfie camera. Now, looking at their cameras, I know that you might be thinking that the Infinix Note 30 will have a better rear camera since it has a 64 megapixel sensor. You might also be thinking that the Tecno Spark 10 Pro will have a better selfie camera since the selfie camera is 32 megapixel. This is a picture I took with their back camera. and when I zoomed in, the Note 30 is more clearer and sharper than the Spark 10 Pro. Also, in this picture I took with their selfie camera, the Tecno Spark 10 Pro is sharper and clearer, although the Infinix Note 30 added a little color enhancement, but I still prefer the Tecno Spark 10 Pro selfie camera. So this is a video I recorded with their back camera. I zoomed in on the UBA signpost and you can easily tell which one is better. As for video recording with their front camera, the Spark 10 Pro seemed to be better, but you get more color enhancement on the Note 30. These are pictures taken in the dark, and Spark 10 Pro's night mode brightens pictures better than the Note 30. If I were to buy one of these phones based on their cameras alone, I probably will go for the Tecno Spark 10 Pro. Which one of these phones you think will make a better choice when it comes to camera? I've made my choice, the Spark 10 Pro. You make yours. This is the full review video of the Tecno Spark 10 Pro, and this is the full review video of the Infinix Note 30. Check them out and we will see there again.